This is Down the Rabbit Hole, where we question the mysteries and nature of reality. I'm your host, Justin Perry.
Where did my Apple Watch go?
I don't know what happened or what to believe, but this is true and it actually happened to me. I wear my Apple Watch 24/7 unless it's charging. It's on a elastic type of band that I prefer to wear tighter rather than looser. It's not something that can unbuckle or fall or wiggle itself off my wrist without me removing it on purpose. I woke up the other night, not uncommon, and went into the bathroom, glanced at my watch to see what time it was. It was 1 a.m., so I know it was on me. I wake up again a while later and glance at my phone. Instead, the time says 4:55 a.m. I then realize something's different. I feel my wrist. My watch is not on. Well, that's odd. Over the next 15 minutes, I get up and start looking for it, feeling for my watch in my bed around my pillows. I pull what few pillows I have off my bed. Nothing is underneath. I shake out the blanket. I sleep on top of my quilt with nothing. I put the pillows back on my bed, run my hands over my light-colored quilt multiple times, even though I can clearly see there is nothing on it. Nothing. I started to become confused that I can't find this watch that I just had. And I'm a pretty unparanoid person, and all options must be considered at this point. It was on my body 3 or 4 hours ago, and now it's just gone. I've deconstructed my simple environment, and I still can't find it. Not even a trace of it. So I look at my bed again, run my hand over the quilt one more time, and I see nothing and feel nothing. And I sit down on the bed, cross-legged. I know there's a ping option on the watch to find your phone. So I Google ways to do the opposite and find instructions on how to do so. I open my watch app and navigate to the menu that turns on its location so you can ping it. And I see a green light in my lap. The green light of the sensor on the back of the watch. The thing is literally in my lap, out of nowhere. There was nothing there when I sat down. Nothing on me or stuck to my clothes. Absolutely no trace of that watch before that little green light pinged into the darkness. I went back to bed, completely baffled, and remained so even 2 weeks later. I'm a big fan of Fringe and have just been telling myself that my Apple Watch must have went into a different dimension.
We teleported 20 minutes away.
I apologize if this doesn't make sense, but I'm freaked out. I have no idea how to explain this. My coworker and I were driving back from dinner to the place we were staying at. We had driven this route a handful of times and were very familiar with the surrounding area. It was a 7-minute drive from the restaurant to where we were staying. So we left the restaurant and had a straight drive for about 2 minutes. No turns until we had to take a right turn into the parking area of the property we were staying at. As we approached the hotel, the tall Courtyard by Marriott sign was visible, as was the building. We were a block away from the turn, and then, just suddenly we weren't. We were all of a sudden driving on the highway, about to take the exit on the right. It was immediately apparent, and I said to my coworker, "Wait, something is wrong here." And he replied, "Yeah, what the hell just happened?" I told him to pull over, and I looked up on maps where we were. The map showed we were 20 minutes away, and the opposite way we had came from. It was physically impossible. And the time on the clock was still the same as it was when we were next to the hotel. I don't understand, and neither does he. And he doesn't want to tell anyone because it sounds so crazy. To make a long story short, we teleported 20 minutes away. It was the single most disorienting feeling I've ever experienced. But now after that, I feel like everyone in my life has just changed. Everyone feels so distant. I can't shake the feeling that something is still very, very off.
This place never existed.
So this happened a few years ago, and I really can't explain it. I turned at an exit that was supposed to be a major highway. It was a one-way road. Cars were there, but no people or animals, including a place that sold chickens. The houses all seemed vacant. Every restaurant and gas station was closed. I stopped at a campsite because that was the only place where the cars didn't look old. Nobody was there, and the phone was disconnected. So I went back on the road, and I was on the road for at least 2 hours or so. It was getting dark, so I turned around. Within 2 minutes, I passed the place that sold chickens and eggs that should have been 2 hours away. Within 5 minutes, the highway with 6 lanes was now there. It has very large signs, so you can't miss it. When I got to the hotel 1 hour later, I looked at the map. Neither that road or town seemed to exist. It seems like I somehow entered or stumbled into a different reality.